folks have been standing for quite some time. I'm going to ask if you're able to remain standing. We're playing three anthems that we typically hear at several things. Monkey Ball, okay, and lift up your voices in.
Give me dead emanate, Don Delio no dead, nigga my stud, my we done it. Give me dead emanate, Don Weatherbeck so dead, nigga my stud. Abahon madultinet, abahon madultinet, dan gisuk teliga haluk sigu ulau si amo we aheu we yo we ha ya ya we yo he ha 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 ya we yo we ha ya ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. We sing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Let us march on till victory is won.
Thank you. You may see now. I'd like to welcome Kathy Whitaker, class of 2026, President.
Welcome, parents, guardians, family members, friends, and fellow graduates. My name is Abby Wood, and it has been a great honor to serve as the president of the Central Kings graduating class of 2026. I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are in Mi'kmaq, the traditional unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. We are all treaty people who benefit greatly from the shared resources of this land covered by the treaties of peace and friendship. To begin, this year would not have been possible without the help of the two vice presidents, Braden Mullins and Abe Ells. The three of us enjoyed organizing various grad social events and creating countless memories with our peers. Our main goal this year was to make our senior year as fun as possible. In grade 9, the majority of us came from Copeland District School, including the three of us. Since day one, we have formed many bonds with Cambridge, Somerset, Berwick, international students, and more. We wanted to make our senior year unforgettable, one that represents how close we've grown together over these past 4 years, and I believe we did just that. Through our 6 a.m. senior sunrise, Noggins Farm corn maze competition, Christmas social, sledding up River Hill, and the very chaotic senior splash game, the inclusion within our grades is on display. With each event, we saw an increase in participation, engagement, and fun, which really showed the positive impact this year had on all of us. Our last and most attended event was the Senior Sunset. Over 55 of us met at Hollis Harbor, participated in the senior sign-up video by Cole Blues, and overall, it was a great way to end the year. Along with our grad social events, we also had spirit events at school. This included our senior advice words of wisdom and our commitment day to wish everyone all the best in their future endeavors. It is safe to say that our senior year was truly unmatched. At the Safe Grad Dinner Auction fundraiser, we raised over $27,000, an additional $3,000 worth of Mother's Day basket items. Without the countless contributions from staff, students, parents, sponsors, and volunteers, this year would not have been the same. It is amazing to see what we can do when we come together as a community. I would like to give a special shout out to Coralie Smith, Amy Landry, and Kelly Hamish for going above and beyond this year to make it all happen. The time and commitment that each of you put into everything was incredible to watch. Thank you for all that you do. Lastly, on behalf of all the graduates, I would like to thank Mr. Mason for everything he has done for our school community. Your dedication and efforts will never be unrecognized. Thank you for all you have done during your time at Central Kings. I wish you all the best in the next chapter of your career. You will be greatly missed by everyone who had the chance to get to know you over these past 4 years. I would now like to welcome Mr. Putnam to speak. Thank you.
Thank you. The invocation was historically or traditionally a prayer before the service, and we don't really do that anymore, even though lots of us use prayer to get through the school day. So what I'm going to do today instead is invoke thankfulness. And we really have very many reasons to be thankful. Where you are now, you might be thankful towards specific people, your parents, your teachers, your community, or you might be very thankful for certain things, like the ceremony for school, or like David Woods, you might be thankful for seatbelts. So, bit of an insight. So, on this glorious day of completion, let's take time to make sure we are thankful and find someone to whom we can direct that thanks.
Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Mr. Mark. Families, staff, alumni, Chief Peterson, Indianapolis Valley First Nation Council members, Mayor David Corcoran, Councilor Bob Best, special guests, and of course, our soon-to-be graduates. Welcome to the Central Kansas Rural High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2026. My name is Mike Mason, and I'm incredibly proud to serve as the principal of Central Kansas. I would like to begin by thanking the many staff members and volunteers who have worked behind the scenes to plan and organize today's celebration. Thank you to Corliss Smith and Kelly Harnish for their leadership in planning this ceremony. Graduation ceremonies don't happen by accident. They require a tremendous amount of time, coordination, and teamwork. And I'm grateful to everyone who has contributed to making today possible. I would also like to thank our community partners who helped make our graduation events a success this year. Annapolis Valley First Nation, Bob Best and the staff of the Appleton, Coalwork and Berwick Lions Clubs, and the many sponsors, volunteers, and local businesses for their continued support of our students and our school. A special thank you to Mrs. Lockhart and Mr. Bigelow, our senior high school counselor and vice principal, for their care, guidance, and support they provide to our students as they navigate what can often be a busy and challenging final year of high school for our students. As well as a thank you to our scholarship committee members and everyone who's worked tirelessly to help our graduates reach this milestone. This afternoon, we will watch as 115 graduates walk across the stage and officially become Central Kansas alumni. It is a moment they have worked toward for many years and one that deserves to be celebrated. In her book, Great and Sweet Grass, Robin Wall Kimmerer writes that ceremony is the vehicle for belonging. I've always appreciated this quote, and I use it from time to time in graduation ceremonies because it reminds us why gatherings like this matter. Today is more than a presentation of diplomas. It is a ceremony that welcomes our graduates into a community that stretches back generations. After today, you will belong to a network of Central Kansas alumni that spans decades and includes thousands of individuals who once sat where you are sitting now. This is an important day. Take time to appreciate it. Take time to enjoy it. Take time to recognize the effort that brought you here. And most importantly, take time to thank the people who helped you along the way. Surrounding you today are parents, guardians, elders, grandparents, family members, friends, mentors, and supporters who encouraged you when things were difficult, celebrated your successes, and helped you navigate the challenges that come with growing up. Their support has played an important role in helping you reach this moment, and they are incredibly proud to watch you graduate today. I would also encourage you to recognize the staff members who have supported you throughout your journey. The teachers, the EAs, custodians, secretaries, cafeterias, staff, support workers, counselors, and many others who make Central Kansas what it is, have invested deeply in your successes. They challenged you, they encouraged you, they celebrated you, and at times held you accountable. They cared about your growth, not only as students, but as people. As I thought about what I wanted to say to you today, I kept coming back to something I often as my 8-year-old son was throwing Cheetos outside the canoe into the water. Whenever we're camping or hiking or spending time outdoors, we talk about the idea of leaving no trace. The idea is simple: respect the places you visit, clean up after yourself, leave the environment as a fabric so others can enjoy it too. Take only photographs and only footprints. It's good advice when it comes to nature, but as I was thinking, I've come to realize that when it comes to life and when it comes to a school, the opposite is often true. In life, I hope you leave a trace. I hope you leave a trace in the lives of the people you meet. I hope your kindness, your character, your effort, and your actions leave a positive mark on the communities you're about to become a part of. Over your time at CK, each of you has left a trace in our school. Some of you left your mark through athletics, through music or drama, student gov, or volunteer work. Some of you earned scholarships, awards, and recognition for your achievements. Others quietly made CK a better place through acts of kindness, friendship, inclusion, and support that may never appear on a transcript or be announced from the stage. The reality is that schools are not defined by their buildings. Schools are defined by their people. And every graduating class changes the school. And because you are here, Central Kansas is different today than it was when you first walked through our doors. You have contributed to our traditions, you have shaped our culture, you have created memories, friendships, and experiences that will remain long after you leave. That is your trace. As you move on to university, college, apprenticeships, a job, travel, military service, or opportunities that you have not yet imagined, my hope is that you continue to leave things better than you found them. Leave workplaces stronger, leave communities more welcoming, leave teams more connected, and leave people feeling valued, respected, and supported. The world does not need more people who simply pass through it. It needs people who make a positive difference wherever they go. And based on what we've seen from this graduating class, I have every bit of confidence that you're capable of doing exactly that. Speaking of leaving a trace, there is one member of our staff who has certainly done just that, and you've already know. But after more than 30 years in education, Mr. Paul Hyman will officially retire. Throughout his career, especially during his years at Central Kings, Mr. Hutt has built a band program that is respected not only provincially in Nova Scotia, but on the national and international stage. More importantly, he has inspired generations of students to discover a love of music, to challenge themselves, and to be something bigger than themselves. Paul has truly left CK better than he found it. His passion, dedication, and commitment to excellence have left a lasting mark on our school, our music program, and on the thousands of students whose lives he has influenced over the years. Mr. Hutton, thank you for the incredible trace you left on Central Kings. We are grateful for everything you've done. On behalf of our entire school community, we wish you all the very best in your work time. And like this graduating class, and like Mr. Adams, I too will be leaving CK at the end of the school year. It has been an incredible privilege to be part of this school community, and I will always be grateful for the opportunity to work alongside such dedicated staff, supporting families, and remarkable students. I hope that in some small way, I've left a positive trace on the school community, and I know without question, Central Kings has left an even greater trace. Thank you. Today is a significant accomplishment. You should be proud of what you have achieved, but it is also the beginning of a new chapter. The diploma you received this afternoon is not a finish line, it is simply a monument. On behalf of the entire Central Kings family, thank you for the contributions you've made to our school community. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your journey. Congratulations, class of 2026. We are proud of you, and we look forward to seeing the traces you leave on this world. I would now like to welcome Sally Warrior, the student support worker for Central Kings, to the stage for the presentation of the The word kente means woven cloth and originates in Ghana, dating back over 800 years. The kente stole as a symbol of achievement and overcoming hardship. It's homage to the ancestors' sacrifices, reunites individuals of African descent with Africa, and the search for hope and confidence in the future. Today, we present our 2026 Student Support Worker Program graduates with their honor days as part of this graduation ceremony and celebration to mark their accomplishments and display pride in their Black heritage and culture. Today, candidates will be presented to Gracie Dempsey, Emil Mary, Jada Mary, and Tanisha Finn. Those four students would come up with the same. And now, we'll Mr. Francis up. In honor of their participation in the ADRC's Mi'kmaq Indigenous Student Support Program and on the occasion of their grade 12 graduation, ADRC's Mi'kmaq Education Services is pleased to give the following students their specially designed Mi'kmaq Indigenous lanyard. The handcraft wooden eagle feather recognizes graduation as an important accomplishment in their life to acknowledge their Indigenous heritage. Eagles are sacred in Mi'kmaq Indigenous cultures. They serve as messengers carrying the prayers to the Creator. The feathers have a variety of uses: smudging, prayer, healing, and blessings. The graduation lanyard contains glass beads with 4 colors that represent unity among all nations: black, white, yellow, and red. The porcupine quill is unique, as this is a resource that was traditionally used in decorations on clothing, wigwams, canoes, birch bark baskets, and containers. The antler is from the caribou, which traveled the lands of New Guinea thousands of years ago. The intention of this gift is to provide Indigenous students with a reminder to be proud of their cultural heritage, to be confident in their ability to achieve greatness now and in the future. Students will be able to wear their lanyards not only today at their graduation ceremony, but throughout their life at celebrations, powwows, meetings, gatherings, wherever they want to proudly display their culture. I'd like to call the following 8 students up to receive this from Mr. Francis: Kane Bishop, Ira Mooney, Furious Tony, Katie Kevin Tony, Ray Jackson, Malachi Tony, Brody Hamilton, and Zach Rowan.
Have them on.
We're now going to move into the presentation of bursaries, scholarship, and awards. And there are a couple that will announce prior to calling students up, but the Lieutenant Governor Medal recognizes the efforts and achievements of our students and is a tangible symbol of commitment to the education and the success of our youth. The medal is awarded annually to 2 students in grade 11 at each high school, and nominated by school based on academic achievement, leadership, and service to the school community. For grade 12 graduation, we do always recognize these grade 11 students who received this award, and this year, Felix Giselle and Mike were our 2 Nova Scotia Lieutenant Governor award recipients. Central Kings is also proud to welcome students from around the world to our school and community each year as part of the Nova Scotia International Student Program. International students add a great deal to the culture of Central Kings, and this afternoon we are pleased to recognize 5 international student graduates. Would the following students please stand and be recognized? Marco Belserio.
Thank you very much. Charles Nicolai. Yeah, and Joseph Davis.
I would now like to welcome Mr. Bigelow, our Senior High Vice Principal of Central Kings, to the stage to begin the presentation of bursaries and scholarships and awards.
The awards presented this afternoon are generously provided to the students at CKRHS by local community organizations, service groups, businesses, private individuals, universities, colleges, national and international organizations, and businesses. Many recipients were chosen by the organization providing the award through student application. Other awards are decided by the Central Kings Scholarship Committee, composed of teachers across curricular areas and administrators, again through the student application process. The college and university entrance scholarships are given by the institution and are based primarily on academic performance, with added awards based on individual criteria. The awards that are being announced are those that have been submitted by the students for today's program. For students receiving awards this evening or this afternoon, you have a blue, red, or green dot on your seat name tag. The awards are presented in alphabetical order of the last name, beginning with the A. Students with a blue dot on your name tag, please make your way to the right of the stage. Calvin Balster is the first recipient. He is receiving the Robert and Minnie Sauerby Bursary from the Valley Regional Hospital Foundation, valued at $2,500. The Dalhousie Joyce Family Foundation Student Success Renewable Award, totaling $24,000. And the Valley Lodge number 90 Bursary, valued at $2,250. Clark Oates is receiving the Woodville Community Center bursary, valued at $500. The Kings North Sea Association bursary, valued at $1,000. The Ortona Branch 69 Berwick Royal Canadian Legion bursary, valued at $2,000. The Acadia Entrance Scholarship, valued at $4,000. And the CKRHS Gators Hockey bursary, valued at $500. Madison Burns is receiving 2 awards. The first is the Acadia Entrance Award, totaling $12,793, and the Rotary Clubs of Kentville and Duminas Sunrise Scholarship, valued at $2,400. Roland is also receiving 2 awards. The first is the Acadia Entrance Scholarship, valued at $2,000. And then the Kentville Lodge number 58 Masonic Bursary, valued at $1,500. Lauren Caldwell is receiving the St. FX Entrance Scholarship, valued at $7,000. Eli Quinton is receiving the Woodville Community Center bursary, valued at $500, and the Evangeline Chapter number 15 Order of the Eastern Star Memorial Education Scholarship, valued at $1,000. Maren Conway is receiving the Governor Thomas Carlton Scholarship, valued at $2,000, and the Dorothy Russell Incentive Award, valued at $500. Emma Ann Crocker is receiving the University of King's College Entrance Scholarship, totaling $5,500, and the Royal Canadian Legion King's Branch Number 6 Scholarship, valued at $1,000. Mary Kimball is receiving 5 awards. The first is the President's Scholarship of Distinction, University of Waterloo, valued at $2,000. She was also the 2026 Schulich Leader nominee. She was the LCG Lambert Memorial Scholarship recipient, valued at $1,000. The Rotary Clubs of Kendall and New Minas Sunrise Scholarship, valued at $2,400. And the Kin Club of Mid-Annapolis Valley Bursary of $250. Meadow Daniels is receiving the O2 bursary, valued at $300, and the Kingston Lions Club bursary, valued at $1,000. Grayson Dempsey is receiving the African Canadian Services Community College Award, valued at $1,800. Avonlea Gill is receiving the University of King's College Entrance Scholarship, totaling $6,000, and the King's Hands Federal Legal Association Mark Clark Memorial Bursary, valued at $500. Sienna Eagle is receiving the St. Francis Xavier University Entrance Scholarship, valued at $7,000, and the W. Wallace and L. McPhail E. Ellis Scholarship, valued at $832. The students that agreed that did not please make their way to the right of the stage.
Ava Ells is receiving the Acadia Scholarship, totaling $11,500, as well as the Olympic Chapter IoT Memorial Scholarship, valued at $2,500. Maddie Grover is receiving an Acadia Renewable Scholarship totaling $10,000, an Acadia Entrance Scholarship valued at $1,500, and the St. Joseph's Council CWL Bursary valued at $200. Mason Freeman pedigree is receiving the Western Kings 4-H Daniel Arnold Memorial Bursary, grant value of $100. Ben Fulton is receiving the Burlington Community Bursary, valued at $875. Logan Hannon is receiving the Municipality of the County of Kings Bursary, valued at $1,000. Josie Henn is receiving the O2 Bursary, valued at Grady Wallace is receiving an Dalhousie Entrance Scholarship valued at $4,000, as well as the MSG Kings Local Bursary valued at $600. Raymond Jackson is receiving an Acadia Entrance Scholarship valued at $2,000, as well as the Capital Volunteer Fire Department Memorial Bursary valued at $1,000. $1,190.90. Bailey Justison is receiving the Western Kings 4-H Daniel Arnold Memorial Bursary valued at $100. The bursary from Cambridge State Girls Center for Women's Institutes valued at $300, and the Grafton Hall Association Dawn Foster Memorial Bursary valued at $500. Felix Lockhart is receiving the W. Wallace Son McPhail DL Scholarship, valued at $832. Cole Lutz is receiving the Nova Scotia Freemasons Bursary from St. George's Law number 20, valued at $1,500. A Dalhousie General Entrance Award with a total value of $20,000. A Scotiabank Financial Wellness Scholarship valued at $3,000, and the Walter Humphreys Leadership Prize valued at $1,000. Tracy McGee is receiving the Colebrook District Law School Bursary valued at $1,000, and a Dalhousie Entrance Award valued at $2,300. Look at students with a red dot now in the back of your chair. Would you now please make your way to the right of the stage? Ellen McLean is receiving the Acadia University Entrance Scholarship valued at $4,000. Megan McLean is receiving 3 awards. The first is the St. Vincent Alumni Entrance Scholarship valued at $1,000. The University of King's College Entrance Scholarship totaling $6,000. And the Rotary Club's Penfield Minus Sunrise Scholarship valued at $2,400. Charlotte Reed received the Acadia University Entrance Scholarship valued at $4,000. Hang on for this one. Ireland Mooney is receiving 9 awards. The first is the Colborne District Lions Club Bursary valued at $1,000. The Ortona Grand 69 Royal Canadian Legion Bursary valued at $2,000. The OVA Scholarship, Arthur R. Allen Memorial Scholarship valued at $1,000. The LCT Lambert Memorial Scholarship valued at $1,000. The Soccer Nova Scotia Gerald Shadbolt Scholarship valued at $750. The Mi'kmaq Education Services University Award valued at $1,000. The Merck Canada Indigenous Student Scholarship valued at $5,000. The 2026 Horatio Alger Association Scholarship valued at $10,000. And the UNB Entrance Scholarships totaling $20,500. Duncan Fund is receiving 2 awards. The first is the Acadia Entrance Scholarship valued at $2,000. And the second, the CKRHS Alumni Award for Mathematics, Economics, and Finance, valued at $500. Austin Monroe is receiving the Penfield District Kinsman Club Bursary valued at $1,000.
Andrew Murray is receiving 5 awards this afternoon. The first is the Black Rock Trail Society Scholarship, valued at $1,500. The Western Kings 4-H Daniel Arnold Memorial Bursary, valued at $100. The Municipality of the County of Kings Bursary, valued at $1,000. The Acadia University Entrance Scholarship, valued at $8,000. And finally, the NSTU Kings Local Bursary, valued at $600. Celia Nicholson is receiving 4 awards. The first, the Acadia Renewable Scholarship, with a total value of $10,000. The Acadia Entrance Scholarship, valued at $5,500. The Terry Bloom Memorial Bursary from the Royal Canadian Legion, valued at $1,000. And the W. Wallace and L. McPhail DL Scholarship, valued at $832. Anisha Pinch is received the Acadia Entrance Scholarship, totaling $1,683. The campaign for Kids First valued at $2,000. Veronica Popovich is receiving the Entrance Scholarship to Acadia with a total value of $8,000. The King's NSU Local Bursary valued at $600. And the Adam Hopple University valued at $2,378.50. Lana Rogers is receiving the Nova Scotia Power Family Scholarship valued at $1,000. Logan Van Kipperslus is receiving the Kings West PC Association Bursary, valued at $250. Brady Williams is receiving 4 awards. The first is the Yorks National Scholarship, valued at $80,000. The Junior Professional Accountant CPA High School Scholarship, valued at $1,000. The Dieppe Classic Hockey Scholarship, valued at $500. And he's also one of the finalists for the Terry Fox Humanitarian Award out of more than 3,300 applicants across Canada. Abby Wood is receiving 5 awards. The Dalhousie General Entrance Award at $1,883. The Knights of Columbus Father Leo Wu Nova Scotia State Scholarship, valued at $1,000. The Knights of Columbus Father Holden 5,030 Council 10th Anniversary, valued at $750. The 2026 Kinet Education Award in memory of past President Theresa Reed, valued at $500. The Royal Canadian Legion Kings Ranch 6 Scholarship, valued at $1,000. And the Michelin Base Award, valued at $2,000.
I would now like to welcome Mr. Jay Albright, our Global Politics 12 teacher, to present the prestigious Global Politics 12 debate awards. Okay, I don't really have a speech. I just want to say congratulations. We don't do this every year, but because sometimes great rivals win. But Team Green Dogs won this year. It is about a 2-mile-long run to get to the end of this tournament. So I'm going to call them up right now. All 3 of them would. I need Logan Hannon up here, Aaron Mooney, and Megan McLean. Safe Grad Anniversary Award. Safe Grad has become a cherished tradition at Central Kings, an event our graduating students look forward to each year. Its continued success is due in large part to the dedication of volunteers like Bob Best, whose ongoing fundraising efforts and commitment have helped us raise a significant amount of funds to ensure that this memorable celebration continues for our graduates. The three members of our grad executive committee are receiving these awards today. They are Abby Wood, Ava Ellis, and Braden Williams. The initial award is given to a student who exemplifies the good citizen. It is awarded to a student who values their education, puts forth a strong effort and achievement that sees beyond their own needs and desires. The Central Kings Vision Award winner envisions a better world and acts to achieve this goal. Sean Kelly will present this year's Vision Award to Ireland Wing. The Governor General's Academic Medal, established in 1873, recognizes students who have achieved the highest academic average. At Central Kings, this award is presented to the graduating student who has attained the highest academic standard based on the average of all of the courses that the student has taken in his or her grade 11 and 12 courses. This year's recipient's average is 99.94%. We had similar reactions. Very impressive. On behalf of Her Excellency, the Right Honorable Louise R. Governor General of Canada, Melissa Walker will present this year's Governor General Medal to Mary Sybil. I'd like to welcome Chief Rodney Peterson with Matthews Valley First Nation up to the stage, who will present the Queen Elizabeth II Medal. The Queen Elizabeth II Medal is awarded to a graduating student who, over their 3 years in high school, has demonstrated superior achievement in their academic studies and who has also achieved an outstanding record in all aspects of school and community involvement. And this year's recipient of the QE2 Medal is Ireland. Thank you to all of the community groups, all of the organizations, individuals, businesses, and institutions who have supported the students of Central Kings in their post-secondary endeavors. This year, the graduating class has received more than 100 scholarships, bursaries, and awards, totaling over $376,000. Well done. Now, while we're waiting for you, we're going to get you guys graduated to momentarily. So we are now going to start with the presentation of diplomas to the Central Kings class of 2026. We are going to start Mr. Albright's homework. I will call Mr. Bigelow and Mr. Albrecht.
Good, Mr. Albright. Please line up to the right of the stage, please. Scott Anderson, graduating with an O2 certificate. Callie Balder, graduating with honors with distinction. Riddick Baxter, graduating. Marco Belisario, honorary grad with honors with distinction and receiving the Medical Technology 12 subject award. Kane Bishop, graduating. Noah Lennis Randles, graduating. Clark Bose, graduating with honors. Kayike Bono Lopez, graduating with honors. Will Burgess, graduating. Madison Burns, graduating with honors with distinction. Joel Berg, graduating with honors. Lauren Caldwell, graduating with honors with distinction, and she also receives the Music 12 subject award. Mackenzie Caldwell, graduating and receives the Math Essentials 12 subject award. Michael Chase, graduating with honors. Brandon Cleveland, graduating with honors with distinction, and he also received the Math 12 subject award, the Visual Arts 11 and Visual Arts 12 subject awards. Benjamin Coleman, graduating with honors. Jacob Conant, graduating with honors. Tyler Cronin, graduating. Eli Contant, graduating with honors with distinction and also received the O2 certificate. Maren Conway, graduating with honors with distinction and receiving the Medical Technology 12 subject degree. Jessica Corbett, graduating with honors. Emma Ann Crocker, graduating with honors with distinction and receiving the Sociology 12 subject award. Mary Sibylla, graduating with honors with distinction and receiving the AP Calculus, the Pre-Calculus 12, the Calculus 12, the AP Calculus 12, the Chemistry 12, the English African Heritage 12, and the Physics 12 subject awards.
Thank you. Now we've got Mrs. Hicks on the roll. Marshall Daniels, graduating with honors with distinction, as well as the Music 12 subject award. Meadow Daniels, graduating with the O2 certificate. Cameron Davidson, graduating. Connor Davidson, graduating. Autumn Dempsey, graduating with honors, as well as the Netherlands 12 and Math Network 12 subject award. Guest presenter for this one, Gracie Dempsey, graduating. Crosby DeVero, graduating honors with distinction. Emily Dill, graduating honors with distinction, as well as the Global Geography 12 and Health and Human Services 12 subject awards. Bree Donnelly, graduating honors. Ainsley Downey, graduating honors. Sienna Eagle, graduating honors with distinction. Ava Ellis, graduating honors with distinction, and received the Biology 12 and English Studies 11 subject awards. Honor Evans, graduating honors. Nick David, graduating honors. Ethan Florent, graduating with honors. Nolan Forsyth, graduated with honors. Mason Freeman, graduated with honors with distinction. Ben Fulton, graduated with honors. Joe Guerrero, graduated with honors. Graduated. Savannah Gould, graduated with honors. Wyatt Gould, graduated with honors. Maddie Grover, graduated with honors with distinction. Moving on to Mr. Kelly Solomon. Andrew Meyer, graduated. Brody Hamilton, graduated. Silas Hancock, graduating and receiving a high school major certificate. Lexi Hanna, graduating with honors. Logan Hanley, graduating with honors. Owen Haley, graduated. Josie Bayhead, graduating with honors with distinction and receiving an O2 certificate. Brady Hollis, graduating with honors with distinction and receiving the English Language Arts 12 Subject Award. Ethan Horton, graduating with honors. Ray Jackson, graduating with honors with distinction and receiving the Contemporary Canadian Studies 11 Subject Award. Ethan Johnson, graduating. Owen Johnstone Winter, graduated and receiving an O2 certificate. Reese Jordan, graduated. Bailey Justison, graduating with an honors with distinction designation, as well as receiving the O2 and high school's major certificates and the Co-op 12 Subject Award.
Owen Kelly, graduating with honors. Matthew Knox, graduating. Alice LaPicciarella, graduating with honors with distinction. Elon Lockhart, graduating with honors with distinction. Southern Lockhart, graduating. Cole Luce, graduating with honors with distinction and receiving the Bio 12, AP Bio 12, the AP Bio Award, and the Chemistry 12 Subject Awards. Sarah McDonald, graduating. Jacob McKay, graduating and receiving honors with distinction, as well as the English 12 Communications, the PAL 11, the Co-op 12 Subject Awards, and the High Skills Major Certificate. Paige McNeil, graduating with honors. Emil Marriott, graduating. Jacob Marriott, graduating with the Entrepreneurship 12 Subject Award. Gracie McGee, graduating honors with distinction. Ellie McLean, graduating honors with distinction. Maggie McLean, graduating honors with distinction. Owen McQuaid, graduating honors. Charlotte B, graduating honors with distinction. Zachariah Menard, graduating. Samuel Mariah, graduating honors. Ireland Mooney, graduating honors with distinction and receiving the English Language Arts 12 and Law Subject Awards. Duncan Munn, graduating with honors and receiving the Drama 12 Theater Arts Subject Award.
Austin Monroe, graduating honors with distinction. Andrew Murray, graduating honors with distinction. Sela Nickerson, graduating honors with distinction. Brayden Rockwell, graduating honors and receiving the Career Access Certificate as well as the Daily Living Skills, English Language Arts 12 IPP, and 12 IPP subject awards. Graduating honors and receiving the O2 certificate as well as the high skills major certificate. Jacob Carter, graduating. Cullen Perkins, graduating honors. Bian Hong An Fan, graduating honors with distinction and receiving the Psychology 12 subject award. Veronica Popovich, graduating honors with distinction and receiving the Musical 11 subject award. Tanisha Finch, graduating honors with distinction and receiving the Math 12 subject award. Lily Reese, graduating with an O2 certificate. Lana Rogers, graduating honors with distinction, receiving an O2 certificate as well as the Tomac 12 subject award. Fiona Schofield, graduating honors with distinction. Eddie Seawards, graduating honors. Morgan Simpson, graduating in honors and receiving an O2 and high skills major certificates. Noah Surratt, graduating. Kate Swindell, graduating.
Darius Cody, graduating. Malachi Tony, graduating and receiving an O2 certificate. Katie Tony McCaffrey, graduating with honors. Cyrus Kerr, graduating with honors. Logan Van Gibbersus, graduating with honors with distinction, receiving the O2 and High Skills Major certificates, also receiving the English 12, Communications, and the Global Geography 12 subject awards. Jackson Vanderhyde, graduating with honors and receiving an O2 certificate. Landon Vanderhyde, graduating. Evan Van Haan, graduating with an O2 certificate and receiving the Forestry Technology 12 Subject Award, and also receiving a High Skills Major certificate. Luciano Ward, graduating with a High Skills Major certificate. Logan White, graduating with honors with distinction and receiving the Human Biology 11 subject. Jack Whitwick, graduating. Lucas Whitewick, graduating. Brayden Williams, graduating with honors with distinction and receiving the Film and Video Production 12 Subject Award and the Viz Ed 12 Subject Award. Abby Wood, graduating with honors with distinction. Louis Wood, graduating with honors with distinction and receiving the AP English Language Arts 12 and AP English Literature Award subject. Yes, AP English Literature Award subject. My apologies, there's also an advanced visual arts 12 subject award there. Keegan Wood, graduated. Ethan Woods, graduated. I would now like to invite Felix Lockhart, our 2026 valedictorian, to deliver his remarks. Good afternoon, parents, friends, staff, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. What a ride it has been. For some of us, we have been on this journey together for 4 years.
Others, we have been together for 13 years. 13 years! That doesn't even feel real to say. That means that some of us have known each other since we were 5 years old. We were this big then, but all right thing. That was a Harnish special, by the way, it came out for me. And now here we are, the end of our high school journey, about to officially enter into the real world, where we have to fend for ourselves and make big decisions. Before we officially close this chapter, let's take a look back at some of the moments that really stuck out for our high school career. Originally, I was figuring out the CK versus Holbrook dodgeball game for grade 9 orientation. But then, after thinking about it more, I realized that wasn't my favorite memory. I then thought about talking about the time that a teacher, who I will not name, told me, and I quote, "You would make an excellent father." We were talking about Shakespeare, in case anybody was wondering. Said Shakespeare, head of the gutters. Looking back, though, my favorite memory came recently, at prom. This moment was when the exchange students suggested a song, and when it started playing, Marco and Francesca ran up to the front of the room and led the entire prom in a dance. Not only was it incredibly brave to go out in front of everyone to do it, but my favorite part was that everybody in that room got up and took part in it. It was something so refreshing and different, while also showing the sense of community in that room. That is why that was my favorite moment. Now, outside of very few moments, I'm awful at remembering everything. So I decided to ask a bunch of you what your favorite memories were. And these were some of the answers I got. The grade 9 band trip, provincials, finishing the last exam, said from the person who loved high school the most. The eating contest. We have a poutine eating champion in the audience, Marshall Daniels, by the way. The coffee houses, getting banned from the hallways in grade 9. The Spain trip, the World Cup with the exchange students in grade 9, Spring Carnival, the Italian restaurant, and Miss Harnish's emojis. Some weird thing to end on. Now that that trip down memory lane is finished, I believe some thank yous are in order. The biggest one is to the staff. I know it's obvious, but without these teachers, education wouldn't be possible. Whether you like them or not, they have in some way impacted our academic career. Some of them have helped us to prepare for the future. At least that's what they said the 15-page finance project was for. Others have just been that adult you can talk to, no matter what. Each teacher is different with their own set of strengths and skills. Take Mr. Kelly, for example. An English aficionado who can recite historical facts like it's nothing. But when it comes to numbers, good God, he's useless. On my first day of law, I walked in and I completely had written on the board that 2 + 2 equals 5. The worst part of this, being an English teacher, he then tried to explain that Jesus is causing me to misread. He then tried to explain why it could be right. All I could say was a good thing that Miss Cameron wasn't around, or else she would have demonstrated her precise throwing skills and dunked Kelly in the head with some solid object laying around the room. No matter what, these teachers were here for us, and we all have the ones we like and dislike, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, these are the people who gave us the information, and sometimes life lessons to use in our future. I think my biggest lesson came from none other than Mr. Albright. That's right. I learned you can procrastinate in the real world. Because who needs March back when you can get them the day before they're due? And believe me, I live by this skill. Just ask Harnish to know how the speech writing went. Before we move on from the teachers, there is one more person that I just can't not bring up. And I'm sure this past year he has heard his name more times than he probably likes. But I don't think you can talk about the end of an era without bringing up the legendary Paul Allen. This man has done so much for the school and its students through the music program. He has allowed so many people to break out of their shells, whether through coffee houses or performing in the band. What he has helped create for this school is really a family. Those band trips, which everybody holds in such high regard, really didn't feel like a bunch of random kids from different grades going on a trip. but like one big family, we got together for a big event to share together. A big part of this is because of Paul. And yes, we are allowed to call him by his first name. He just has this personality that allows him to feel safe and not be anxious or uptight. I think this personality really came through in the yearbook this year, with the Hutton quotes section. For any of you who haven't read it, here are a couple. You're going to die a very lonely death if you don't put that phone on. There's nothing as pathetic as a senior citizen with a handful of unsharpened pencils. And can you tell I grew up in the Dutch Mafia? My favorite part about these is that people believe that he went unhinged just because it's his last year. This is not true. This is pure, authentic Hutton, and he's been like this for years. In grade 6, I believe he said to me, "Wow, maybe you won't be lonely forever," after I played a B flat on the flute. But this personality really did make a difference, and it is sad that he is retiring. So while we're here, let's give him another big round of applause. And let's give one for all the teachers that are here today who have helped shape our future and have allowed us to be ready for all the challenges university, college, whatever might throw our way. All right, now it's time to get serious. We are almost finished. The thing that some of us have been dreaming of since we started, and others of us have dreaded, the end of high school. Right now, I invite all of the grads to take a look around, not just at each other, but at every single person behind you. Every person is here for you, whether directly or indirectly. Every single person back there is so proud of every last one of you. For some of us, that audience contains our biggest supporters and inspirations, the people we hold closest in our heart. Without our parents, guardians, aunts, uncles, grandparents, anyone that has supported us, we wouldn't be here. So thank you all for everything you have done for us. This journey hasn't always been easy. A lot of things have happened in our lives. There are people who are missing in this audience, friends, family, but I can tell you for a fact that they are here with us today for this big moment. Whether you believe that they are looking down on us, or they are standing by our sides right this minute, they are here and they are so proud of everything that you have overcome. For me, on this stage, I know that my two biggest supporters are here, standing right over my shoulders. And through all the challenges, the smiles, the laughs, and the tears, we are all sitting here together in this room, united. Things are going to be different. We aren't going to be seeing the same people every day, or some of us might be far from home. This is scary, and fear is a normal reaction. But don't let this fear consume you. The world is created to be explored, so no matter what you do, go out there and explore. Be spontaneous. Explore things outside of your comfort zone. You might just enjoy what you find. My biggest piece of advice, if you want to call it that, is to go out there and meet new people. If you think you haven't found your group of people yet, I can tell you for a fact that they are out there. There are so many beautiful people in this world, and I've been so fortunate to meet so many of these people. Many of my closest friends I've met outside of school, and without these people, I wouldn't be where I am today in all aspects of my life. So it is possible to find the right people, and when you do, it is the most wonderful feeling. If you have already found your people, but are worried that things are going to change, then just don't let it happen. Keep in touch. The truest friendship can last any challenge thrown at them, and as long as we continue to make the effort, the friendship can last a lifetime. No matter what happens or what has happened, this is just the beginning. High school is such a small part of life, and we can view it however we please. Whether you hate it every minute or love every second. At the end of the day, it does not define us. And what we do out there is what will define us. And we can do it the way that we want. You can be your own person. Go out there and do what you want to do. Don't be afraid of what people might think. Live your life without regret, without fear. Every single one of us is capable of achieving great things, the highest accomplishments, making the happiest memories.
The key is to just go out there and be you. It's the most beautiful version of yourself that you know. One final thing, yes, I know this felt like it's gone on forever. I want to give a special shout out to all the international students that are here with us today. I cannot imagine what it is like to come to a whole new country and learn all kinds of new information in a language that you don't even primarily speak, or information you already knew just in a new language. This year I really got to know a lot of you, and I'm going to miss you all like hell. But I hope you all enjoyed every second here and made some incredible memories that you will never forget. You all are going to do such great things, I already know. And I wish you all the best of luck. If you guys ever need anything, you can always reach out to me. To everyone in this room, after today, I may see some of you tomorrow. And there are some of you that I may never see again. So I want to end with this. Every single one of you, in some way, has had an impact on my life. And no matter what happens after this, I am proud of every last one of you. I am proud that you persevered through all the highs and lows. And I am proud of everything that you are going to do with your future. I also wanted to thank you all for choosing me to come up here and speak on behalf of you all. It was a tremendous honor, and I hope I made you all proud. And if I didn't, then just consider this whole thing a dream. Now let's get out there and show everybody our endurance, show everybody our talent, and most importantly, show everyone out there that the class of 2026 is the greatest graduating class to ever come out of this school.
Thank you so much, Felix, and well done. We are approaching the end of our graduation, but there are just a few housekeeping things that I mentioned before I officially present these folks as our graduates. At the end of the ceremony, I welcome everybody that's here down on the arena floor to take pictures, to mingle with the grad and the staff and all the folks that are here. Just a reminder, Andrew Murray, Grover, and Joel Burton, you are received awards, and there are folks here that would like to just have a picture with you from those institutions and those organizations. So just make sure to find this wall right over here to the left of the stage and actually connect with those folks. There will be a video of today's graduation ceremony. This takes time to put together, and when it is ready, this system typically posted on the grad Facebook page. And so please allow for that time to happen, and we'll be looking at it because we've talked about this prior to. It's always been a thing. So yes, that's good. Thumbs up. So grads, before, please remember to return the collars. That's the green and white pieces of fabric that you're wearing. They're going to be set up by outside of the apple on your way outside. So please remember to return those to your posted bags. This concludes this afternoon's graduation ceremony. I'd like our grads to stand up, to turn around and face the folks that are here. And I would now like to present the graduating class of 2026 and thank the high school.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home.